Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Pawan. I'm a registered nurse based in Sydney, Australia. In Australia, there are special programs for people who want to become nurses but have studied something else before. These programs are called Master of Nursing Graduate Entry Programs. They are a fast way for people from different educational backgrounds to become registered nurses in Australia. So in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of what this Master of Nursing program is all about. And in the end, I'm also going to give you a very important tip about this course, so make sure you stick around till the end. So let's get right into it. So who can enroll in this Master of Nursing program? Well, the short answer is anyone. That's right, no matter what you've studied before, if it's related to healthcare, that's great. But if it's not, that's fine too. Because most of the universities don't require you to have a background in healthcare or in health industry when you are enrolling in this program. So you might have studied business before, or arts or science, any subjects. All you need to do is hold a degree in any discipline and you can apply for this very program. There is one additional eligibility criteria, especially for international students, which is that you need to have at least a score of 7 in all the components of IELTS exam. But if you're going for OET, for example, you need to have at least a B in all the modules of the test. And if you're going for the PTE, Pearson Test of English, you need to have at least 65 in all the modules of the test. This eligibility criteria makes sense to me as well because you need to be able to converse in English properly when you're working in health industry in Australia. But also when you finish the course, at the end of your course, you will be applying for your registration with AHPRA. And they will ask you to have the same score in English tests as well. So that's why I think all the universities in Australia are already asking you to have this score before you even enroll in the program, which kind of makes sense to me as well. So which universities offer this course? Well, there are many universities across Australia who offer this very course, but I've made a little list of the universities. So University of Melbourne, Western Sydney University, Edith Cowan University, Southern Cross University, and Charles Darwin University as well. But if you guys know of any other universities who also offer this course, please make sure to drop it in the comment section below so you can help someone who is wishing to enroll in this very course. Duration of the course. Well, it's a 2-year full-time degree. In each year you will have 2 semesters, and in each semester you have 4 units. But if you choose to do it part-time, you can do it over 4 years as well, which means you'll be doing 1 semester per year or even 2 semesters per year, but you'll be doing 2 units in each semester. So basically 4 units in 1 year. But most universities in Australia don't let international students study part-time. So just bear that in mind that you will have to do this degree as a full-timer. So how much does it actually cost to study Master of Nursing Graduate Entry in Australia? Well, the cost can vary depending on which university you go for. I have done a little research myself and I found that the cost is typically around $35,000 to $40,000 per year for international students. And it's probably 1/3 for domestic students, if not less. The cost is pretty much the same for Bachelor of Nursing as well, but the only difference is that you will have to pay this amount in 2 years instead of 3 years. Whereas in Bachelor of Nursing, you have, 3 years and 2 semesters per year. So it's sort of spread out for 3 years. So it can seem a little bit more doable, but it's pretty much the same for both the courses. What does the program actually involve? During the program, you will learn everything about nursing in a very short period of time. As per my understanding, the course is very similar to that of the Bachelor of Nursing. The only difference is everything is condensed in 2 years instead of 3. During the 2-year course, you will have classes, tutorials, labs, and you will also go for your clinical placements in different healthcare facilities across town, just to get some experience and exposure to real settings as well. And the number of clinical hours you will do in Master of Nursing Graduate Entry course is actually pretty much the same as Bachelor of Nursing. The only difference again is that it's going to be condensed over 2 years instead of 3. So this degree can actually feel a bit more hectic than the Bachelor of Nursing degree. And as far as I am aware, and with the number of hours I did when I was a nursing student, it was about 800 hours spread over 3 years. So you'll be doing about 800 hours of clinical placement condensed in 2 years. Registration with AHPRA. Upon completion of your course, you will be eligible to apply for your registration as a registered nurse with AHPRA, which is the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency. There's a lot of paperwork that goes into it, but your university will guide you through the whole process. And even before you finish your course, they will guide you through the whole process, and you will be applying for your registration even before you graduate as a potential graduate. And not to mention again, for you to be able to register with AHPRA as a registered nurse, you will again need a valid IELTS exam. The validity, I think, is only about 2 years. So you need to make sure that it's valid before you apply for your registration. And again, you need at least a score of 7 in all the components of IELTS exam. And if you're doing PTE, you need 65 in all the modules. And if you go for the occupational English test, OET, you need at least B in all the components of the test. And currently I actually work with someone who used to work as a chiropractor before, and she's chosen to go for nursing now. And so because she already held a degree in another discipline which was related to healthcare, but she has enrolled herself in the Master of Nursing graduate entry program. And every time I work with her, she's always telling me stories about what assignments she's working on and what clinical placements she's been through. And because she's working as a nursing assistant at where I currently work. And because everything is condensed in 2 years, she often mentions the fact that it's very hectic and very busy, and she's barely been able to do this nursing assistant job while she's studying as well. Because I used to see her all the time before, and now I barely see her like maybe once or twice a week, or not even week, once or twice a fortnight. So yes, she did say that it's very busy, but she's nearly towards the end of it, towards the end of her second year. And because she's doing as a full-time as well, which is why it would be very busy again. But she's applying for all these new graduate programs now, and she's super excited to work as a registered nurse and yeah, just be done with the whole thing. Now, the important tip that I talked about in the beginning of the video. To make things even more hard and confusing, there is another course in Australia which is also called Master of Nursing. It's completely different to what we've just talked about in this video. That Master of Nursing course is for nurses who are already working in the nursing field, who already hold a nursing registration with AHPRA, who've done a bachelor degree in nursing, basically. It's for nurses who want to go into either leadership or management or clinical teaching, and they just want to basically do a postgrad in nursing itself because they've already done a bachelor degree, just to upskill. It's for them. It's not for you or for someone who is wanting to get into nursing from a different field. So make sure you're applying for the right course. Don't get confused with the other Master of Nursing. Now, different universities have different names for this particular Master of Nursing course that you want as someone who doesn't have a nursing degree. So, University of Melbourne calls it Master of Nursing Science. Western Sydney University calls it Master of Nursing Practice. Edith Cowan University calls it Master of Nursing Graduate Entry, and same for Southern Cross University. Charles Darwin University calls it Master of Nursing Practice Pre-Registration. So make sure it's one of these courses that you're applying for and not the other Master of Nursing, which is for nurses who are already working in the nursing field. I mean, even if you apply for it, I'm pretty sure they won't let you go through the application process because there is an eligibility criteria, which obviously is that you need to have an AHPRA registration as a nurse already. You should have a degree, a nursing degree, so you won't be able to go through the application. And also it wastes a lot of time because you have shortlisted all these universities which you thought provided this very course that you want to go for, but they actually don't. So just make sure your screening process is really good, because as I said, it's annoyingly named the same, Master of Nursing, but it's a completely different course. So guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you found this video useful. This is a topic that I was asked constantly about on my YouTube channel and also on my Instagram account. So I thought it would be a really good idea to make a video about it. So I hope you found it useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends who are also looking into enrolling in nursing in Australia. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.